how you doing? John Gadd here again. Done a lot of case mods in the past where I've cut out blowholes and everything else. I've done wonderful articles on Video Arena showing you step-by-step instructions. This time around we're going to do all on video for you. This is the case I've got. I've gone out and got myself an antique Titan case. It's a server or desktop case. It's a steel case, it's not an alloy case, so it's not really going to be too easy to cut out, but we're going to show you what you need to do and how to get around any problems you might come across. First step we need to do with this baby is get it all apart. Now, although you've got the two sides which will just simply unscrew, we do have to drill a pop rivet on the back here. So let's get started. Now that I've got the case fully apart, the next thing I'm going to do is line up where I want to put the holes. I don't want to have any of this type of area showing in any of our case modded area. So I'm going to put the side back on. Without the lid, it's going to be a little bit loose, but right. Screw it in there, and screw it in there. Okay, now that I've got my side and top panel marked out from the case as far as the areas that I have to work with, it's time to get my stencil ready. For this particular project I've chosen the Batman logo. All I did was went through Google Images and found a particular logo, just turn it around the right way there, that I was looking for, printed it out using my printer and stuck it onto the side of the box, which I've cut out there. What I'm going to do now is get out a knife and cut it out so I've got a nice stencil to mark out the side panel with. Now, as far as the logo is concerned, I want to try and get rid of the fan grill there. I'm not going to put the fan there. It just so happens the wing of the bat fits perfectly there. It just misses the handle on that side, and it just misses the other side as well. So it's going to be a perfect fit. So it's going to get a marker out and go on the outside of the bat logo. For the next part of the video, where I've moved out into the garage where I'm going to be doing some cutting. I'm using a Dremel to cut out the logo, the Batman logo on the side panel of the case. Now, one thing you need to make sure, whenever you're using power tools or anything like that, doing any cutting or using anything which might damage your eyes or hair or whatever else, make sure you're properly covered. Make sure you've got a hat on, use protective glasses and that before you start working on it. So let's get cutting. It doesn't burn the paint. The reason I flipped it over and have a look first before I go flat out cutting around the edges, wanted to make sure it didn't peel away the paint or anything like that. So when you're using power tools, sometimes it can burn the paint job or whatever else on the other side, so you've got to be careful of that. Always do a sample cut or a check before you go flat out and just cut along the very edge there. Now to finish off the side feature, which we cut out, the Batman logo here, what I've done, I've gone out and got a couple of different types of grills. One grill material I purchased from an online PC shop and I've spray painted it yellow. It comes in a standard black, which you can see on the other side. But we gave it a coat of spray paint, which we just picked up from the from the auto shop, just auto spray. When I was in the auto shop, I also found this material, which is a lot lighter. It's easier to bend and easier to cut out as well. I'm giving that a coat of spray paint as well. It's used for the front grills of cars and stuff like that for modding cars. So that's really cheap as well. So that's a great alternative. What we're going to do once I've finished and this is dry properly is actually stick that to the back of the side panel like that, giving us a nice feature. Now we've marked out the area of the top of the case here, and what I've done, I've measured up the very centre of the top panel, put a little mark there in the centre, got my square out. I've used another fan grill which I found lying around the office to make sure I got everything nice and straight, so when I cut out the hole it's exactly where I want it. They'll look nice and even. So I've just used the old fan grill as a stencil, so actually from my old Land Lee case I think. I was lucky enough to find online an actual Batman logo 80cm fan grill, or 80mm I should say, fan grill. So what I want to do now, I want to try and get the cut to basically be on the edge of the exterior of the fan grill. Now, my concern with this type of fan grill though is it still provides quite large gaps there on top for putting fingers in or even having other items fall into the fan, which I don't want to happen. So I'm actually going to cut out another piece of mesh and put behind that as well. But I still want to have the Batman logo actually on top of the case. So it's not going to go on the inside, it's actually going to go on the outside. But what we'll do now, I'm going to mark up. I've already got the internal area marked up. I'm just going to mark out the external and really cut between the two lines there. So we've got the area that we want to cut in, which is basically in between those two circles there. What I'm going to try and do is actually just go on the inside of that exterior line with the Dremel.